Destiny thinks Kamala will win based on the counties
happening on and off, whether it's the early votes
that would be crazy if he was
processed and scanned and tabulated, or mail-in ballots
like
being
if Trump
opened and
loses
sorted,
at this
or
point,
provisional ballots being
we are
going to
have another
remember,
January 6th.
The thing that we're watching in this county was what would the margins be like, because it leans Democrat. We expected Democrats to carry this county, but ultimately, back in 2020, Donald Trump got 40%
January
of the vote in Gwinnett
6th,
County. And what Republicans were hoping was if they could notch that up by a couple percentage points, they could cut in to Harris's margins, and then if they also did well in Republican strongholds, could potentially carry the state.
1%
what we're seeing in turnout,
no, I voted
now,
for Trump, dude.
what has been entered,
New Mexico.
I voted for Trump. I just
Tom Yamison's lane. We'll leave him on that. Over here, though, is where they're going through some of the different election material. And they've also been sorting provisional ballots. You can see them in the back here, Savannah and Lester. They're just busy working. They will be here late at night. They expected the last bit of stuff to come from the precinct
away in Michigan
at 11:30. Savannah.
Pulling away.
All right, Ellison, thank you so much. We're going to take a short break right here. Many more poll closings coming up at the top of this hour.
Because I think he'll be a better candidate
on election night.
The people moving into the U.S. need to be accounted for and given correct rights.
Man, this is nuts.
I think the abortion thing
I feel like
is
Trump is at 307 right now.
Something that we all need to talk about, because I feel like Americans should be able to move around the state.
NC's getting close. Let me see.
If they have an abortion for some reason.
Oh, North Carolina. Yeah, it's pretty close. It's less than 100,000, almost 100,000. Virginia, Trump's just ooh, not so
I think he will be good for the deficit of the nation.
Donald L.
I think he'll bring in some smaller government. You know, that's what I'm hoping for.
Biden voted for. You think he voted for Trump? Harris wins 1 point in Maine. Let me see. Oh, it still says 16%. It's split.
Did I do something wrong? Oh, you guys aren't on my stream. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. You guys don't need to be fucking dicks. I'll see you guys later.
Let's head over to Pennsylvania now. One of the most competitive Senate races.
That's fine.
This race, too close to call. Dave McCormick with 49% of the vote. Senator Casey trailing there at this current point. Too early to call right now in Montana. One of the biggest potential pickup opportunities for Republicans there, so we watch that closely. We're watching Ohio closely as well. This race too early to call.
Watch Trump win California.
Senator Sherrod Brown looking for a fourth term against Bernie Moreno. Let's take a look at the Senate map now. Take a look at where things stand. Again, as you can see, Lester, Republicans with one pickup, but we continue to watch Montana and Ohio so closely. Again, could Ohio be a state where we see a split ticket? Split tickets, as we've been saying throughout the course of this evening, have been diminishing.
Democrats came in with a tough map to defend.
Very tough map to defend.
Man.
Bracing for potential loss.
Yeah, dude, that'd be crazy.
Republicans don't need many pickups. They need 2 seats if Vice President Harris wins the White House. They really need 1 seat if Donald Trump wins. So right now we're looking at 1 pickup.
Just put it this way, right? If Republicans don't end up winning control of the Senate based on how this map looks, it would be a shocker, right? That's a huge storyline of the night. I mean, it's a big storyline either way because control of the Senate matters for a lot of the reasons that we've talked about. But that's how the map has been looking, and so we're waiting on these 2 outstanding states.
And they're already part of the way there. They already have this pickup in West Virginia. We cannot stress enough, if Vice President Harris were to win the White House, it would be incredibly incredibly challenging for her to get judicial nominees confirmed.
The hour, but we're still no calls in any of the battleground states. Are you surprised we are where we are right now?
Yeah.
No, because as Claire McCaskill has said so accurately,
how's that
in the polls.
soy sauce ritual going, buddy?
It looks like the polls were right. This is a 50-50 race, and so this is going to go down to the wire in all of these battlegrounds.
Close race means a long time. We can put it that way, right? I mean, I think that's generally the vibe. We'll see how it goes. I think everybody's looking towards Pennsylvania, just in chatting with.
All right, well, let's check back into the presidential race, and we'll take a look at the road to 270.
So she got 91, and he is at 210. Oh, he's only got to get 60 more.
It is 10:51 in the East, and here's where we stand right now on the road to 270 electoral votes. Those will be the keys to get into the White House in the next year. Right now, we want to go to Peter Alexander at Harris headquarters.
What's
to really
crazy is how far ahead Trump is with the popular.
Yeah, but I can tell you, if you get into the crowd here,
no end in sight, dude. Right?
In terms of their sense of optimism
no,
right
dude.
now,
I promise you, you're gonna come in here one day and you're gonna tell me, dude, today was the last day. Or, you know what? I had the last day while you were away.
Keep smiling for the night. That may give you a better understanding of where they feel like things may be going right now. It remains early. A lot of votes still to count. But I'll tell you what I just heard from it. Quote, it's pretty concerning. I just keep reminding myself that 8 years ago, all the trends in the first few hours showed Hillary winning, and then she didn't. But obviously, this is not the return we were looking for. It gives you a little sense of the way that some of those people supporting Kamala Harris are feeling.
I remember
this evening right
maybe
now.
Like
Again,
I mean, it was a long time ago. I might have forgot. But
still to be counted right now. But
I feel like didn't Trump win with like 305 or something?
Early results
you're feeling pretty.
Michigan and Wisconsin.
Is Harris going to win?
Speaking to some people in some of those
if you
states,
think that there's a way for you to make a lot of money right now,
that's where they are seeing some concern.
Yeah, a lot of money.
Talking here, there's a sense that the polls were in fact right. Are they getting that sense that the polls are really reflecting what we're watching?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, nationally, this is basically an evenly divided country, right? So the idea that our last poll showed at 49-49 is close to where this thing ends up. But remember, for the Democrats to win the Electoral College, they generally have to have a better advantage as it relates to the popular vote. So
we got the country's evenly
divided in terms